Alrighty. Hello. I hope you're doing well. A lot of y'all. So I have a quick, how do you say, I don't know, spiritual announcement, maybe a integrity announcement or honesty announcement. I don't know how to call it. This is the specific for Canadians, okay, or those who are Canadian citizens, those who are permanent residents, okay. I need you to understand that this country has a lot of opportunity to be completely different. Maybe even much better, different than Europe and any other country, especially the USA. And I'm here to warn you that this is spirit putting it on me because I'm going to start educating a lot of people of y'all. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but tarot and spirituality is not political and stuff like that. I hear you. I know. I hear your old school racist and colonized patriarchy, misogyny, and all that low vibrational energy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're here to break that. That's why we do the colonization. And one of those things I think it will be to learn through the political spectrum of Canadian politics. Okay. Uh, I'm just going for spirit, my angels and ancestors, letting me know how I'm going to do this. I'm not a political science person. But I definitely am going to, as I'm learning, as I'm studying this and also understanding how it works. I'm gonna add a couple in the description below. Some people they are talking about this. I joined their email list, so I'm receiving their emails. I'm learning and stuff like that. But definitely we should, educate ourselves, okay? But also this is for people in America as well, in other countries to learn and stuff like that. But one thing that Father God keeps saying that if you want change, liberals and conservative, it's just not the way. Why? Because they're bought by oligarchs and corporation and fossil fuel corporation. That's the simplest that I can get to this point. And that's why he keeps saying that if you want change, you have to choose other people who are not in the same spectrum. These people want to stay in power because they have. This is not just coming out of my mouth. There's another person that has been talking about this as well. That in Father God keeps confirming that most of the MPs, that's how the political. It's not like you choose prime minister. It's basically you vote and you choose the MP for your area, and that's the majority of the votes. That's who is going to be prime minister and has going to have the houses. Anyway, someone explains this better than me. And I'm going to add his tag here. Um, but Father God keeps saying, and I'm going to intervene with the spiritual, right? Like we have the physical, logical, and then spiritual, where, we connect. And this is on a soul level, so a lot of you are going to resonate with this, okay? So Father God keeps saying is that because the MPs of each of the sectors are landlords, they're scared of losing that title. That's all they give a shit about. They don't give a shit about people. They don't care. And that's another thing. We need to understand the behind the scene. Are they going to help with people with disabilities? Are they helping with the carbon taxing the rich? Are they going to tax the corporation, the fossil fuels? Are they going to eliminate fossil fuels and implement what do they need to implement? We need to reduce CO2, right? Unless we want to live in a unlivable planet. We want to live in a livable planet. I hope that you're on the same page. We want equality, right? These two, liberals and conservatives, they don't give a shit about that. They don't give a shit about people of color. They don't give a shit about Palestine, Congo, the Sudan, taxing the rich, retribution, stopping wars. You have to ask these questions. Are these people are going to be for the people? If they're not, they're out. They automatically out. So those votes that you're seeing, the higher liberals and higher conservatives and stuff like that, these are people who are bought already by corporation and oligarchs to stay there, to stay in power. Those landlords, I don't know. I don't feel really comfortable that my own landlords like making decisions about my life and people's life and other people. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, isn't it? Yes, they are scared as fuck that we learn this, that we know this. Because I don't know about y'all, but there's a housing crisis here in Canada, everywhere in Canada. And they just keep going up, right? Why is that? Why is that most of us live paycheck to paycheck and most of our paycheck goes into having a housing, and then we can afford to buy food, can afford to pay our bills and stuff like that? Yeah, ask your landlords. The landlords that you're voting for. Yeah. So we're okay with that? How about we look at other organizations who want equality, who want to not have landlords anymore? How about that? NDP sounds really nice. Green Party, all the other ones. Pay attention why they don't get enough funding, they don't get enough commotion, they don't get enough promotion, they don't get, and then there's a lot of racist people saying, oh, these people are assholes, these people are assholes. Like, so the liberal and conservatives are just good Samaritans? Why is it that we're finding all the dirty secrets and that should be like a red flag already? Poliev? Friendly with Cheeto? Trump Cheeto? And Mosquito? Fascist. Racist. Fuck that people. Why would you want someone like that as your leader? Let's not make the same mistake as USA. That's what Father God is saying. That put you that in a front page. Are you going to make the same mistake as them? Liberals. They were all in the past. Justin Trudeau, that's why he quit. He couldn't deal with the consequences. His conscience is killing him. The other chick is in the liberal as well. I don't know her name. She's just blonde and looks like a Jezebel. I can't see her as a human being. They were okay with genocide. They sent weapons. They funded weapons in Israel to kill Palestinians for 2 years. That's a heavy burden, is it? That's a heavy karma. Do you guys want that karma? It looks like a lot of you. I look at the polls the other day. I was like, oh, damn. A lot of you're not educated at all. The carbon tax being removed. I hope that doesn't go through, but what? By the way, if the carbon tax is removed, it's just not taxing the fossil fuel companies that are poisoning your water, your air, fucking up. Oh, by the way, the rise of the food and stuff like that. No, you don't care? The rise of the eggs, right? Don't care. Yeah. Educate yourself about this. Because they're counting heavily that you're not educated. Especially those who, you pay every month their lifestyle with your money. And then you guys complain, oh, the rent is increasing, the grass is increasing. And now you go ahead and you choose them as your leaders again. Another 4 years of this madness. What's wrong with y'all? Just something to think about. Some of them, they don't want Medicare. They don't care about people with disability. They don't care about people of color. We want equality. We want community. We want justice. And these two parties are not going to give that to y'all. So please rethink who you're choosing for the next 4 years. I love you. I hope this helps.